What's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all, what's good? Listen, my intro, that is my boy Chrome 100 with This Is a Vibe, and this the vibe, y'all. What's the vibe? Welcome to, y'all know who it is, the Psychic Laboratory with yours truly, your host, Magical Masterpiece. Now listen, this is not going to be a long episode. I just got on here to introduce myself to you guys. Hey, my name is the Magical Masterpiece because you don't need to know my real name. At least right now. I was born and raised in Louisiana, and I currently live in Texas. And I came to talk to y'all because I'm going to tell y'all why. When I was a little girl, a young teenager, I used to watch Oprah's show faithfully. I'm eating some candy, y'all. I am so rude. I'm so sorry. I used to watch Oprah every day. And she was my hero back then. And I wanted to be like Oprah. I really did. I was like, you know what? I want to be like her. I want to have me a talk show. So sometimes I used to practice. Like, I used to watch all of them. Ricky Lake, Sally Jesse Raphael, Oprah, Montel, Williams. I watched them all. What's that other man name? Jerry Springer sometimes. Jerry just got too ghetto. But what was the other lady name? Oh, it's gonna bother me now. Cute little lady, kind of heavy set, not Sally Jesse Raphael, but it was during that time frame. It was kind of really before, because Oprah came in, and then like Oprah just kind of like blew up, even though they still had other talk shows on other channels, you know what I'm saying? But Oprah kind of just like, she took off, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of like everybody else just ended up Ricky Lake. That was it. I knew I was going to get her name. I was like, what is that lady's name? I could see her face, but I couldn't get it good. Now, that was a good show. I used to watch Ricky Lake, too. I like Ricky Lake better than Sally Jesse Raphael. I don't know why. I don't know. Them red glasses do something to me on Sally Jesse Raphael. Because the whole time I watch, I'd be like, why do she have them glasses on? Like, I just didn't like that color. It was like, I just didn't like that red color, but that was her signature. So listen, let me tell y'all something. When you know in your heart, because that ended up being that lady's signature, them red glasses. And I'm sitting here saying I ain't like it, but it wasn't for me to like. You understand? She knew what she was doing. She had a signature. That was her signature. Always follow y'all first mind. You understand? Because the biggest regrets in life is those are the things that you knew in your heart you should have been doing, but you let something outside of yourself tell you something otherwise. You went against your better knowledge. You understand that? Like, I done that so many times, went against my better knowledge. I'm not doing that no more. I ended up one time, y'all, with my hair falling out because I went against my better knowledge. I'm talking about as I'm doing it, I'm knowing better. I swear I'm knowing better. I've been knew better before I even was doing it. But I asked someone else that I felt was in a position, because they were, to know. Like, that person told me I could do something that I knew I couldn't do to my hair. I knew it. But because that person had a title, I went over my good sense because that person had a title and my hair fell out. And then when I went to the person to say, hey, this happened, because I'm calling as it be like, is it a fix really is what I was looking for. Like, my stuff falling out is something I could put in here, and that person was supposed to know that it's going to stop my stuff from falling because you said I could do this, right? That lady told me, what she told me, what she said, I ain't tell you to, she told me to do it. She didn't say she didn't tell me to do it, but it was something fly, like, well, what you want me to do about it? That's what it was. I was like, huh? So right then I knew, don't you go against your better judgment. But I think I did it a couple of more times. But the reason I did it is because I was around people who I thought I could trust. Now, I just inserted that in there because I was really doing an introduction. But this is how my channel gonna go. Sometimes on my podcast, we're gonna talk about important issues, but sometimes I may go off saying things because I am very psychic. I don't know if I told y'all that haven't. I was born like that and pretty much got all the class. I've come to that conclusion. I may not know how to operate them all like I do. Sometimes I just be surprised at myself. So if I'm telling you something, I could be having a conversation with you, a random conversation. So I'm thinking, and it could be all up in your business, and people get mad at me. But listen, I don't be trying to do that. I could be talking about something and not knowing that I am talking about your situation or some you or you. I don't be knowing all the time. But sometimes now I'm getting better at it because people reactions be like, uh-oh. Even though I already know if I say it, it's pretty much a reason why I'm saying it. So anyway, no matter how random it may be. So that's part of my gifts. And that is introducing myself, okay? So I am very psychic. I'm very intuitive. I'm very empathic. All that, okay? That's why I'm called the magical masterpiece. They know. So anyways, but we ain't gonna we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff because I also am a master life coach. I'm a spiritual life coach. I'm a shamanic life coach. I'm a happiness life coach. Okay, we're gonna vibe. Okay, so it might not be your traditional podcast, but I promise you're gonna get something from it. Okay, you're gonna learn something because every time I tell you something, it's gonna possibly be a moral to the story, and it's gonna really make sense in your everyday life. It can be from anything dealing with business, relationships, anything. Like y'all, I know a lot of stuff. I don't try to know a lot of stuff, but I got a lot of wisdom within me. So I always wanted to be like Oprah. I have a lot of wisdom within me. So why not share it with my friends? Because y'all are my tribe. We vibe and we the vibe tribe, baby. Over here in this good laboratory, we gonna get to the bottom of stuff. They can tell y'all what happened. And then I'm going to tell y'all what really happened. Like, we're going to talk about it like this good TikTok band. Y'all. I don't know. And sometimes when I say I don't know, I don't have enough information right now. Like, listen, they was moving awfully funny, y'all. They moving awfully funny. I just kind of feel like they did something to TikTok. They did something to it, and I think it's could be monitoring certain people, almost like a watch list, so to speak. I feel like they implemented something, if that makes sense, because it just didn't make sense, y'all, for them to take the app down. First of all, they did it earlier than what they said they was going to do, right? And that surprised me because I got on there really to tell some of my people bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe send my number to the ones I wanted to have. So I think I did. I was on YouTube or something, guys. And I said, well, let me go on. I looked at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because it was early. I was like, well, let me go on TikTok and see what's going on, with everybody. Because I really honestly was trying to avoid running into the people that really was taking it hard. Because I felt bad. You know what I'm saying? I felt like those people, some of them people, like you said, it was their livelihood. You know what I'm saying? Which this is teaching them a lesson. But at the same time, like, to people to be blindsided. And even though they probably should have been prepared for it, it's just so petty. It's like we have people that's homeless, y'all. Like, homeless. Like, literally homeless. Like, sleeping in between fences and stuff. You know what I'm saying? On the ground. And it's about to be a freeze next week. Like that type of stuff. And they worried about what people saying on social media. Like when you think about it, y'all, when you just really get to the nitty gritty, like when you really just sit down and think about it, none of that makes sense. Like, how are you? Like, just think about it as an entertainment, a fun, a social, or like a club, right? Just think you're supposed to be making sure people don't attack us in foreign affairs or something like that. War. You're supposed to be doing some stuff, seeing about the budget and all that. Yes, of course, they have their personal life too. But for the most part, you work for the country. You work for us. Apparently, well, that's what they say. So you're supposed to be looking out for what's the benefit of the greater good. And it's starting to be apparent to people, not just myself, but tons of people, in which is, I'm going to tie that into the TikTok ban. It's becoming apparent to people that we kind of like being done like stepkids, y'all. And not just the stepkids they thought it was, but everybody that is below a certain tax bracket. Or if you don't have potential to make the money. That's the only two people that get some concern. Now, if you pay attention, right? And I thought this last night, and I wanted to get on and say it. And that was another reason why I went on TikTok. I was like, let me do my last little video because it hit me. That I felt like it's a collaboration of entertainers and politicians that was in on together with TikTok, because they started attacking and making fun of people. Now, here's the thing that my problem with that. Why would you take away anybody's ability to earn? It almost comes off as if you are creative, you are hated on. You understand? And if you are creative and you won't let your gifts being creative be exploited, then you're not wanted. You're tossed, you're discarded. The ones that get into those rooms, once they get in there, that's why, excuse me guys, that's why before they get in there, before they make it, they hollering about, oh, when I get in, I'm going to do this and that. They may have the very intentions on doing so. But see, what they don't know is they treat that like a clique. Like, it's us against them. I told y'all before, that's why them people sit up there on lives and they never say a word to you. And you got people that will be willing to fight over them people in the comment section on your videos, hollering about, they ain't did that. Them people don't care nothing about you. And when you be on their live saying, oh, your hair pretty, oh, I want you to be my wife, they'll skip past your comment to somebody they recognize. And I'm almost believing when they do that and they go on live, I don't even think they be liking to go on each other's lives. There'd be a call ahead of time. Hey, girl, I'm finna go on live. Get in my comment so I can talk to you. So they'll search their little comment section. What it look like? I don't know if that's their phone. Y'all listen, I'm a very transparent person. I don't have time for the fake, okay? I don't know if this light is doing something to me, but it's looking crazy in there. Okay. So anyway, back to what we was talking about. So y'all, I think they call each other like, get on my live. So they'll look past your live and then they'll see somebody they know and then they'll say, oh yeah, girl, but 1,200 people before that done said something to you. And they don't even so as much like pick one out of 100 to say, oh, thank you, or something like that to it. They give you no energy. They're only there sucking yours. You the one talking. You the one giving up something. And they acting like they don't see it, but they sucking it up and getting they royalty on, like, yeah, look how they coming for me. Like they pulling that in. Because if it was about connection, they'd say something to you. But nobody can get that through the people's head. Like, you can tell them that all day long. They'll rather cuss you out. They'll rather come for you. Now, I had one lady tell me, look at little Uzi Bird mama. I fell out laughing, but ain't Uzi in the industry. You see what I'm talking about? Why you got to compare me to somebody in the industry because he had a quartz or something in there and I got a piercing? Like, why you even had to say that? Like, so? I ain't gonna take it out because you said that. I don't care. What you think? I did not get nobody permission when I said that chill. I did not say, let me call such and such and see what they're gonna say about my piercing. I did not say that. I didn't say, I'm gonna get this because this meant this. I said, I'm gonna get that because I like it. That's it. That's the last thing I said, and it was the first thing I said before I sent that check. I like it. I mean, I wish it was something harder than that, but it's not. I'm just who I am. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And if that's offensive to people, then there's places that can help you with it. It's called 1-800 Better Help. And listen, people think I be being funny about it. I really don't be being funny because sometimes you need somebody who do not know nothing. Like nothing. Like about the whole situation. I ain't related. I ain't nothing to give you truth. And it seems to me that that's the one thing that people spend their whole life running from is the truth. And then they can't figure out why they so miserable, why they always depressed. Cause you just lying. Like ain't none of, like that's like a fantasy. That's like a fairy tale, a fable, but it's not there. And it's like, you know what I'm talking about? A lie. It's like it's make believe. So if you know inside of you that it's make believe, but you're trying to convince somebody else to believe it, that's conflicting energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you be that convincing that this is who I am, knowing that it ain't? And it not be a problem. Everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't just take on, like, you ain't even supposed to do that. You ain't supposed to know how to do that unless you acting. An actor or actress, which is still playing roles that don't really exist. Get it? So that's making your spirit mad. Your real inner self. Like, they down there saying, why is you doing this? We're okay. Like, hey, they you know what I'm saying? And then you got this other, it's like two, like the angel and the devil constantly battling against each other. And you just don't know how to feel. So that you just sad. Okay? That's what that is. That's what that is. I'm sorry. I mean, I wish it could be something more complex. But if you start to accept within, like, the truth, this, okay, well, this is this. Like, do you know how much of a relief that is to be like, yep, that's what happened. Like, it's like, and you ever see people just tell the truth and then they slide down like they can just relax? Because you always on guard when you lying. That's why your body be stuffed up. You can't chill. You can't, you always watching your back. You know what I'm saying? You always looking around you because you did too much dirt. You can't just chill. Just chill. Just chill. It's okay. It's okay. You're safe. You're safe here in the laboratory. We're going to break it down to the small denomination of why you feel like you feel. Sometimes I might hit the spot. Sometimes I might not. But hey, I like being here with y'all. And I appreciate y'all assisting me to further my journey into the dream that I had of being a host and helping people and spreading wisdom and love and joy and seeing everybody happy. I really appreciate y'all for that. Now, the first episode, I'll say the pre-episode, the introduction to who I am. And I really do look forward to getting to know you guys. Now listen, I don't mind y'all reaching out, okay? Just be respectful. And don't always show you crazy. You know, you don't always have to. My mom used to tell me this. You don't always have to have something to say. Sometimes y'all practice that, not having something to say. You'll see how, that's another thing. You can relax then too. You know how good that is not to know something, not to know about something. You be like, I ain't know nothing about that. Because when something happens, would you be like, thank the Lord, I did not know. Right? Or if you ain't go somewhere because you ain't know about a party and then a disaster happened, and they be like, girl, I called you, but you ain't answer the phone. If you would have answered, you'd have went. You be like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't know. You be relieved. You understand? You see that? That's the feeling that you feel when you just accept the truth. It's like, yeah, it's to breathe. When they put breathe on stuff, that's what they mean. Let that shit out. Now, sometimes I might cuss, y'all. Not too much, because I'm working on it. But I'm very expressive, and I like you to get my point. And when I need to be very, very passionate about something, I feel like they just helps me explain it and express the fact that I need you to understand that a little better. Okay? That's all it is. I don't be meaning no harm, because I promise you I don't curse people. I don't. I don't curse people. I don't have no reason to. Like, you ain't did nothing to me. And if you did something to me, I could just get away from you. That's all. That's it. I mean, that's it. You see that? when you get rid of that dead weight like that, you be like, woo, baby, you be high stepping away. Like, thank you, Lord. Like, you ain't thinking, I'm finna go do this to them. I'm finna get you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You be ready to go. So, anyways, I felt bad for the people for TikTok, because I seen some people crying, and I told y'all I be feeling stuff, and they wasn't gonna have me in my head all day talking about something, what they gonna do and all that. It'll work out. When one door closed, another one always open. I am from Louisiana, and I live in Texas. So if I say some words that sound really, really country, I mean, it's just what it is. It's been like this, ain't going nowhere, okay? It's just how I talk, okay? But you best believe I'm not stupid or dumb. I'm very intelligent, intellectual, and all that, okay? So just don't take the message, baby. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't try to pick me apart. I wouldn't do that to you. So please don't come over here and do this to me or anybody that is experiencing me at the same time as you. Please don't disrespect my people. I don't play that, okay? Don't respect me. Like, you can say what you want to say, and you don't have to agree with me, but it's the way you do it. You do not have to be disrespectful or insulting to get your point across. Because when you do that, then I'm just going to go ahead on and, do things and, block you on YouTube, and however it is on Spotify, I'm sure I can do the same. So, but I really hope you guys stay around so we can build together. I'm willing to accept questions. I'll send you guys my email. It's actually the Psychic Lab. You know what I'm saying? At gmail.com. That's what it is. For business reasons, that's what that is. This is my business email. Okay? So, if you have questions, guys, coaching sessions, because what I do is really guide, and we're going to talk about issues. We're going to talk about stuff that should be important to us. It should be on our bingo card. Yeah, it should be on our bingo card this year. Y'all was eating this candy, and it's saying it's sticky in my hand because I really want to put it back in my mouth because it's so good. It's a peppermint, and I ain't had no water, so I just keep on forming them out. Because I had it. That's why I took it off when I first got in here. But yeah, I love sweets. I don't know what's wrong with me. But anywho, yeah, I've been holding my candy. It's been in my hands clean. Because I just got out the shower and just finished washing. That's what I did today. So we're going to blog a little bit. We're going to talk about important issues, stuff that's going on with these crazy folks out here. But listen, what I want to show y'all is, and then I'm going to let y'all go. I just told you, the celebrities don't give y'all no attention on the lives. They're not giving you any energy. They're keeping it for themselves. Right? You can do the same. You can don't give them no attention and keep it to yourself. And that way you can build for yourself, because that's a lot of times why we don't have nothing. They sucking us dry, you see. They need us to go back to the way things used to be. That's why they don't like TikTok. That's why they had an issue. I was going to try it in there. That's why they had an issue. One of the artists said something today about people could get back to real music. That's why we was on TikTok, sis. I don't even know what she's saying. They said her name Queen Naja. I got to go look it up. But why would you say such a thing? Because they don't want to compete. See, that. And another girl said some stuff and I wanted to say that last night. Like, they had to go through a lot of stuff. to get through. They chose that though. You know what I'm saying? But then a person can get on TikTok, and that's not even just that's with any sector of the industry. Because I heard the girl that was in Kendrick video, the dancer, she said something about TikTok dances. She said it was a conversation because she danced in videos or whatever, however, professional, a real professional. And sometimes they would have professional dancers and say they're going to have a couple of dancers from TikTok. So it was a talk in like, should it be a pay difference? Or is it a pay difference? Like, they're from TikTok and I put in work to get where I'm at. And she said, oh, it definitely was a conversation. She didn't say what, but then she was like, yeah, because they asked that question. So if you look at the industries in all the different sectors, like dancers and all of that good stuff, even down to the hairdressers, the nail techs, they be seeing some of them girls on TikTok. It's cold with it. And they naturally, that's a person that's naturally creative. They didn't have to go out their way. They didn't have to create illusions around it. They just do it. They have a problem with that. And it's not just them. So that's when you go to the being divine. See, when people reach a certain part of themselves, they divine self start growing inside of them. And it'll start lighting up different gifts that may have been laying dormant within you. You understand what I'm saying? So, but you have to get yourself in order, your temple. That's why they tell you treat your body like a temple, because then things will flow through it like it's supposed to, and you will receive your messages, your messages that connect you through to God clear. Because listen, if they tell you cleanliness is next to godliness, right? That means God can't come into nothing that's dirty up. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just doing the most. You hateful, you bitter, you mean spirited. You know what I'm saying? You just ugly ways. Ugly ways. Always looking for some chaos. How can God communicate with you through all it? If cleanliness is next to godliness and that energy is dense, dark, right? You think God coming up in there? Like, well, if that's where you want to stay, that's free will. Because I'm not coming down there. That's having boundaries and standards. You want to stay down, I ain't say that. And I'm not coming down there. So you're going to have to come up here and talk to me. So you're going to have to stop take off them layers. You understand what I'm saying? You got to clean it out. And that means sometimes physically too. That's why people fast. That's why people change their eating habits. That's why people want to eat lighter things than heavier things. Not so much meat. Not so much processed food. If you eating any of that stuff, you understand? Because then that weighs your body down. All right? Everything has to be in the line. Body, mind, spirit. So now, boom. You got to start flushing the stuff that's in your mind. You feel me? Y'all follow? Start cleansing out the nasty thoughts, because in order for you to behave like that, is something in your mind, some thought pattern, something that got you there. You ain't just wake up in the morning and be like, I'm just going to be hateful. Nah, some people do. That's people that's physically born coming into the body without nothing in there. They ain't got no soul. They ain't got no spirit. Those is what they be calling psychopaths and sociopaths. I did research on it. Like, one of them just can't feel. They don't feel happy or say, I just met somebody not too long ago like that. That admitted it. You know what I'm saying? That said in the introduction, like, you're well aware, got therapist. You know what I'm saying? Like, aware. Like, told me that. I was just like, well, that's something else to be telling the people that, but they don't have, because he was really explaining, like, if I say something offensive, he explained, because he just blunt. Like, he just gonna say it. Like, he learned by watching people. Like, I was learning a lot because I was asking him. He was like, yeah, like, watching, like, growing up watching this, watching people's responses to certain situations, he learned when he's supposed to do that. You understand what I'm saying? But actually feeling like sad because somebody died, he don't have that. Or feeling like something gonna hurt you, he don't feel that. So when he said, he don't think like, I shouldn't say that. That's gonna hurt their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just explaining it, like, and it comes out just like it too. But it's honest. What I like, he wasn't hiding it, so I didn't feel malicious intent. You understand? Because this man done been through therapy, so I'm sure he tells people to, because he ain't trying to get over on you. He just telling you, look, I can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if I do this, he just say it. Like, nah, it's up to you to accept whatever. But you understand what I'm saying? They can't, and most of them don't get where he is. I was surprised. Like, he was very self-aware that he don't have no feelings. He was. And honest about it too. He was, I mean, and not faking it like, yeah, I'm hard, I don't have no feelings. Like, he don't. That's what one of them is, the psychopath. They don't have that. They can't. And I learned that from a movie when I was a child. It was just the bad son or the stepson. It was an adopted little boy, and he was terrible. I don't know, y'all probably seen that movie. I can't even think, was it the bad son or the good son or something? But he would act so like a good kid when the parents was there, because he wasn't really a real child. I think they adopted him or something, because no parents couldn't keep him, and they found out why, because he was trying to kill them people. Like, they will do that. Like, but it's like, I don't know. I think that's some kind of, it have to be a type of spirit that, or something that get through every now and then. Like, I know how I'm seeing it, but I can't explain it to y'all because y'all gonna think I'm weird. But like, something dull that just make it through. Like, every now and then something make it through down, and it's just, because they tell you there's no cure for that. Like, it's nothing they can do to make them feel. That's why they kill animals, and like, they don't have empathy. They don't have the ability to have it. So I think that's like either a cursed bloodline, you think, maybe past life, like a curse on their family. Maybe, you know what? That makes sense though. It could be, because think about this. In a past life, if somebody hurt somebody real bad, and they speaking down on them, saying, like, or they'll say something over themselves, like, I don't have no feelings no more. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that, and they be born like that. Think about this. Like, and they be done, so they gotta live that out. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody sent it to them. They hurt somebody. They could have did it. But I don't see why they would take their feelings away. If they hurt them, they would want them to hurt. But it could be a punishment for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But it has to be. I'm going to have to think about it. Because sometimes it just will come to me. Like, it makes sense how I'm seeing it, but I'm just throwing it out there. I got to think on it a couple of days. I'll get back with y'all. But it could be that. It could be a punishment for the person who had that child. You know what I'm saying? Because something they did to somebody else's child in the past life. Could be. Who knows? I don't. It ain't my business, okay? The only thing I need to be worried about right now is what I got going on, how I treat people, and how I show up in the world. And I hope that I showed up very informative for you guys tonight on my little introduction. I promise you I will try to probably be a little more formal on different episodes, but on this one, well, I'm just introducing myself to you guys and, you know, chatting, and we just getting to know each other, getting a feel for each other. I don't have to be so formal, but I will. You know, I'll get there. But I hope something that I said today resonated with you guys. I look forward to learning with you and hopefully teaching you some things too. Hopefully giving you some wisdom. And I just kind of hope, as a people, my people, all people, I ain't gonna just say that, all people, all real people that got the inners in them, no matter what the outside look like, the real people that got this, because some people, it's not all about color, y'all. It's not all about color. Sometimes people your same color be your worst enemy, no matter what their color is. So you got to be able to use your discernment and feel for the spirit that's within the person or their energy, and see what if they dark, if that's something that you feel comfortable with. Because sometimes you can feel comfortable on the level for a while, and then sometimes You get uncomfortable, that means it's time for you to grow. That means you got to do something. And it has to take some action. You have to move in some sort of way. You understand? Sometimes you might have to stay still if you've been moving too much. So it's going to always require some type of action. It's like nothing is ever given. Understand that? And to whom much is given, much is required. But I love y'all for real. Until the next episode. Pre episode. I was my paint is down there, guys. You know, because I do paint. Sometimes I'm going to show y'all that. It's going to kind of be, it's going to always be to help you. Understand? That's what I'm here for. To help guide you into your greatest version. That's all I want to do for you. Understand that? That's all I got to do. So if it's something that I can say to you, if you need me on a one-on-one basis, and that could be anything from calling you every day to see what's up, where you at with it. You know what I'm saying? In your mind, or let you tell me something, and then we talk it out. You know, y'all know what that energy do. I tried to take it for so long. So anyway, you know, if you need me now, look, that's gonna require equal give and take, a reciprocity. I'm not giving up all of me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I can do one-on-ones. I told you I'm a life coach. I was born that way. But I'm going to have to be compensated for some things that I'm going to do for you if you need me to do it for you. Okay? Ain't no, no, we're not doing that. And you know why? It's not that I won't. And I'm not saying you got to do all this here either. I'm just saying it's going to be some type of fair exchange for what you asking me to do. So what I'm saying to you is you have to be willing to sometimes take an investment to make yourself better. Sometimes you do. It's certain things is not going to fall in your lap. And when you be honest with yourself and you be like, you know what, I'm not disciplined enough to do this. I need somebody to give me this, or give me a blueprint, give me, you know what I'm saying, or just encourage me along the way. Just give me other ways to handle certain situations. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do with kids. They'll tell me what's going on at school or whatever the case may be, and then I'll be telling them how to handle the situation based on what I've seen in my life, experienced, or have learned, what I see in the situation, and what's the possible solutions to it. It's going to either go this way or that way. And you can choose to do this, or you can choose to do that. Like, I break it down and show them examples using stuff that they can tangibly see in their culture, in their environment, in their school. I break it down to them. The game don't change, the people do. But sometimes if you so crowded in the midst of darkness, you can't see. There's people out here that's guiding lights to help you through those times. And I'm going to tell y'all an example. I had a boyfriend, and I'm going to get off here, once. And he had a younger sister, and she was still in school. So he came one day, and he lived out of town, separate from where his family was, from where he was from. But he went to visit. And he came back, and he just looked different in the face. Like, he came to my house before he went home. My mama's house. So I'm looking at him like, something ain't right? So we go outside, because I'm at my mama's house, so we go outside and sit in the car to talk. Because I need to ask him, like, what's wrong with you? Because I could see something was wrong with him, and he was like, nothing. It was like, he was just off. I was like, you can't tell me ain't nothing wrong with you. I'm looking at you like, what's wrong with you? Like, what is wrong? Because I had never, ever, ever, ever seen that look on that man's face. So he told me his little sister was pregnant. Y'all, that man was total. Because he was way older than her. You know what I'm saying? He didn't graduate college and everything. And she's in high school. And he is destroyed. Because it's almost like, when you that old, much older than your sibling, it's like you the daddy. He was like, oh my God. So listen, I had a child, young. Right? So in that moment, he was so hurt. He didn't have a word. Like, he couldn't think. Like, I could literally see, like, because that was the look on his face. Like, he just couldn't think. A guiding light helps you in those moments. where things are going on and you just can't see because he couldn't right then. Like he just couldn't, and he just couldn't. He cried. That was the first time, man. He just cried. And I was talking to him, and by him knowing me and me being, because his mind went straight to the worst possible scenario. Yes, you do want the best for people, but things happen sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They do. I mean, it just is what it is. And I was talking to him like that, like, look, what you mean? Like, see, hey, there ain't the end of the world. How you, look at me. You at me, I had a son. Like, quit playing. Hey, I was, you know what I'm saying? My senior year, I was a teenager mom. Like, quit playing. Like, so it was like bringing him, that's a guiding light. Like, I'm bringing the clarity, helping him, pulling him through the dark time. Like, you're not seeing this clear. Like, I understand you hurt. You know what I'm saying? I understand that I'm talking him through the stuff. And then that release, he was clear. What I just told y'all about the detox. Body, mind, spirit. His spirit had released with that crying and me guiding him. It's like guiding him at his weak points through that. Like, come on. Like, no. Like, I get it. Like, I'm being the shoulder because I'm empathizing with how your heart is broken and you did have all these dreams because she's really, really smart. And that woman grown and the child probably grown too now. And she's never missed a beat still. You know what I'm saying? So the crying and the hurtness really didn't factor anything because she still did everything she was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And he still helped her because he was a graduate making money. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I get it, but you just in that emotion and you don't let that control you or ruin something for you because you in that moment because you can't do nothing. You can't see, you can't hear, you can't feel. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? You in the middle of darkness in that particular time. I'm one of them lights. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be like, okay, whoa, let me pull you through. I used to want to work for the 911 hotline. I mean, the suicide hotline. Yup, because I haven't been there before. We'll talk about that another time. So, what I'm saying is, and I told somebody, if they'll feel like that, call my phone. I don't care what time it is. I'm answering. What up? No, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to talk better than that because at the time, my energy be feeling what they need me, that how I need to come across, how I need to handle them, it's just natural for me, y'all. I'm sorry. It just is. And I want to share that with y'all. I do. But I'm not going to be abused. You ain't going to handle me any kind of way, and you ain't going to be trying to do none of that. Okay? So, with that being said, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, yeah. We are. Well, we're going to finish about that TikTok man because I told y'all this was going to be just a pre-introduction show. And I done been on here for a very long time making an introduction to you guys. But I'm enjoying it, okay? Let me have my phone, please. So anyway, I love y'all for real. And guess what? We'll be back. We will be back. I think I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to do the episodes actually. Like, how often, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I going to do it, like, every day, 4 p.m., 5 p.m., or whatever to that nature? Like, I'm still working those things out, y'all. So, bear with me. I'm new. And, I hope y'all stick around with me. I hope y'all chill with me. I'm really cool. I really am. Like, what you see, this right here, what you get. Matter of fact, I met a girl one time, y'all. She read poems. I wish I knew what she was. And when I tell y'all that lady was reading me, it was a young girl too. I think at the time was with the same age. We worked at Dillard's together, and she was from up north somewhere. I don't know. I can't even remember where she was from. Not New Hampshire, not Minnesota. Somewhere. But it wasn't no real. It wasn't Idaho nowhere like that, but somewhere like that. And she told me she knew how to read poems. I said, read my poem. I'm so open-minded. I want to see what you got to say. Baby, that lady was boom. And she was like, and you telling me what kind of person I was? She was so on point. She was like, you the type of person, what you see is what you get. And sometimes it's good and not bad. I doggone feel out because that's how I am. This is me. I'm me. All the time. I stand for what I stand for. I have integrity and I have morals. And I take pride in it. And ain't nobody going to take that from me. For real. And if I can't help you, I ain't gonna hurt you. And that right there is fact. So, what I got to be mad for? I ain't got nothing to prove. If you hang around, you gonna see. I'm cool. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for coming to vibe with me tonight. And I love y'all for real. Peace.